Greetings to you all. My name is Benjamin Ferencz, and I'm speaking to you from Delray Beach, Florida, where we have a little cottage. I had planned to be with you in person, but something like a major hurricane came this way. So I hope you will all understand and forgive me for that, and I will be very brief in the remaining few minutes that I have. I have been invited by Ambassador Wenaweser to speak to you about my views regarding implementing the enforcement of the crime of aggression by any international or national tribunals, which means have acceptance of the new consensus definition which was recently reached in Kampala. I think in order to really understand the problem, you have to look at it in terms of its historical significance. The most important step forward in that direction took place in Nuremberg, where Justice Robert Jackson was the chief prosecutor for the United States, and the other major powers joined, and included the Soviet Union and France and China and England, and they all agreed that the United Nations Charter should be unanimously affirmed, saying, "We the peoples, in order to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, hereby enact all the provisions of the Charter." Well, if you look at it now, you see that they have not saved succeeding generations from the scourge of war, and in fact they have failed to carry out the hopes of those of us who were combatant soldiers in that war, which killed at least 50 million people needlessly, because if they could have settled their disputes by peaceful means, all those lives would still be saved and we would have a more peaceful world. We must recall that we have been moving forward, but at a very slow pace. Declarations like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, decisions like the Nuremberg decision, that war making, as other things, are crimes committed by individuals, and the individuals should be held to account. These were important principles which were ignored, and they continue to be ignored to a large extent. The result is we have the chaos and the fighting and the killing still going on all around the world. You are trying to change. I want to encourage you in that effort. I have been working at it longer than any human being, dead or alive, and I am not discouraged by what I see. There has been an awakening of the human conscience. We do have international criminal courts existing in many parts of the world. The International Criminal Court is functioning, dealing with other crimes. Of course it's cumbersome. It's a prototype. It has to be improved, and it will be improved as time goes by. So I say to you, keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing that rock up the hill. And I'm sure that you will help move the world toward a more humane and peaceful world. Everything that I have said or written is available free of charge on my website, which is my name. And I have simplified it so that it could be understood that law is better than war. I hope that everyone will recognize that, even if there should be some bad legal decisions. Also, I have to remind you that we must never give up. I have seen this progress going on, each one taking maybe 50 years or more to move from step to step. But we have been moving forward, and there are many steps still to go. The whole enforcement picture has not yet been touched. That will take quite a bit of time. But if you don't work at it, you'll never have it. And if you never have it, you may not be here. We're living in a cyberspace age now. So please give it your serious attention. Give it the best effort you can. Don't be discouraged. It takes courage not to be discouraged. But I know that war makes murderers out of otherwise decent people of every nationality. You've got to end war making and settle all disputes by peaceful means only if you are going to have a peaceful world. My best wishes go to all of you. Bye-bye.